We are appreciative of your love, support,
what is the issue of this individuals to be choosing a conflict for 90%? Yes, Councilor Castillo.
Salamat, Mr. Chair. Yung hapon sa rin. Mr. Chair, this manifestation is trying to nominate Honorable Delphi Dolo Leoneski, OIC Vice Mayor, as our temporary presiding officer for this afternoon's regular session. I move this.
Thank you very much. There is a motion as manifested by Councilor Amen. Who is added by the President, making fiction, wherein the motion is approved. But if the President reading and consideration of the news minutes of the regular session, dated May 14, 2024, 15. What is the issue of the chair from the meeting minutes? Mr. Lawyer.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and I believe everybody has a copy of the previous minutes dated May 14, 2024, during this council's 28th regular session. And I believe there is no more discussion and proposed amendments regarding this minutes. I now move for its adoption, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much, Councilor. There is a motion for the adoption of the
Previous meetings as manifested by Councilor Tara. Do I hear a second? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Next item, Mr. Secretary.
For question or no guest invited, privilege hour, other reports, observations.
Anybody wants to avail the privilege? Yes, Councilor Sheena.
Mr. Chair, good afternoon. I have three matters at hand. First is regarding the last week's urgent communication number 169, series of 2024. We have one item that was left out and was not approved yet. I would like to discuss the communication number 169, item number 3, on unassigned business without the need to suspend the House rules, Mr. Chair, it being urgent. And also, for the second one, is under our order of business for today, which is communication number 175, regarding the memorandum of agreement between the city government and the Angel House Orphanage Foundation Incorporated, Mr. Chair. I would also like to tackle it under unassigned business without the need to suspend the House rules. And for the third one, Mr. Chair, for communication number 176, encapsulating more or less 13 barangay ordinances, all from Barangay Buso. Although this is scheduled for today, Mr. Chair, I would like to inform the August body that we will not be passing it today because I would like to have a separate day for committee meeting to review all of these ordinances. There is 13 of them. And also, we have to consider as a city level that the rules of court, the Penal Code of the Philippines, RA 7160, 1987 Constitution, and the Civil Code of the Philippines is also passed and wala nila na tandog ang atong uban national laws with their ordinances that they have presented. And I would like to read the invitation for that, Mr. Chair. The notice of the committee hearing for me as the chairman, our vice chairman, Honorable Kobe Capiña, and Honorable Tara Gaita, Honorable Delphine Miones, Honorable Edmundo Pang. And we also invited here our city legal officer just to back up us sa mga legal provisions that syempre di nato magaman na mas makabalo ang ato ang legal officers, si Attorney Karen Manluyang, and also the punong barangay of Barangay Buso, and also Kagawad Tomiloy Pundok, which is the one who has authored most of the ordinances, Mr. Chair. If there are no objections to this request, Mr. Chair, I hope it would be granted. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Sina. When will be the meeting of that?
The meeting will be tomorrow, May 22 at 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. in this session hall, Mr. Chair.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Secretary, please take note, and also the members of the committee, please take note to the coming committee meeting. Thank you so much, Councilor
Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Campos. Yes, Councilor Capiña.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Again, good afternoon sa tanan. Thank you, Honorable Sheena Campos, for initiating the urgent matters, no? Especially the barangay ordinances to be tackled tomorrow with the Committee on Oversight, no? I just would like to send my support, but maybe basin malate ko gamay because I will be presiding tomorrow the CDC Institutional Development Sector at the Hanis, which is scheduled from 9 in the morning until 2 in the afternoon. So, thank you very much. Mr. Chair, for communications and messages, Mr. Chair, we have here in today's order of business communication number 173-2024, an urgent letter from our local chief executive, Mr. Chair. I wish to have an approval from the members of this august body that this communication be tackled under as unassigned business without suspending the House rules, since the communication is signified urgent. And communication number 174, communication 174 and communication number 178 and communication number 179, though not signified urgent, but I believe this Sanggunian can act this request in today's regular session. So therefore, I would like also to request an approval from the members of this august body that these communications be tackled under unassigned business during suspended House rules, Mr. Chair, to address the request. That's all, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilor Capiña. Mr. Secretary, please take note to the request of Councilor Capiña. Yes, Councilor Valera.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and good afternoon to each and everyone. Mr. Chair, we have here the presence of the Matis City Tricycle Operator Drivers Association. Allow me to acknowledge their presence, Mr. Chairman, headed by Cirilo Ibanez, the President, Natalio Cortes Jr., Vice President, Leo Sakay, the Secretary, Carlos Kumawas, Treasurer, Carlos Magnasi, Auditor, and Lorito Labador, BOD, and Ricky Tuyuan, BOD. They are all officers of the said association, Mr. Chair. With that, Mr. Chair, I would like to ask permission and approval from this august body that communication number 172 will be discussed under unassigned business with the suspended House rules, Mr. Chair. And in addition, Mr. Chair, may I ask permission from you that after my representation, a few minutes recess to give them an photo opportunity, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much, Councilor Valera. Please take note again, Mr. Secretary. The request of Councilor Valera for a few minutes recess. The session is now suspended for a few minutes. May I request atong gihangyo atong mga guest pwede ay makanimo sa tubangan. O anyway, ang chairman sa committee siya na bahala sa accreditation ninyo, no? Si Councilor Valera. Thank you so much for coming. Salamat kayo sa inyong tanana. Salamat. Okay, maayong hapon sa tanan, session resume. Mr. Secretary, what is the next item? Constara.
Mr. Chair, ang allowance daw atong mga kuan.
Yes, thank you. Councilor Tara.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Basin malimtan ni kasabaan ko sa ako ang chairman sa Committee on Agriculture. Anyway, so in behalf of our chairperson, Konsehal, Honorable Sammy Rodriguez of the Committee on Agriculture, I would like to request this August body that Communication 177, which is an urgent communication coming from our local chief executive, be tackled and discussed under unassigned business without the need of suspending the House rules, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilor Gaita. Mr. Secretary, please take note.
Properly noted, Mr. Chair.
We are still under privilege hour. Yes, Kobe Capinya. Councilor Capinya.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I still have one communication under my committee, Mr. Chair. Committee on Good Government, Public Ethics and Accountabilities. Communication number 174. The adoption of the proposed logo of the City Economic Enterprise Office, Mr. Chair. I wish to have an approval from the members of this august body that this communication be tackled under unassigned business during suspended House rules, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much, Councilor Capinya. Again, Mr. Secretary, please take note.
Properly noted, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
one more thing. To the Chairman Committee on Cooperative, which is in charge of the accreditation of all associations or different non-government organizations in the city of Mati who wanted to be accredited in this local government unit na amang good tay nabantayan karon, just to inform the chairman, Mr. Chair, so he will be strict in scrutinizing the requirements of the application for accreditation. Kay naay nakita karon nga nag-create og TODA, especially sa Barangay Don Enrique Lopez, nga dili mga taga-Mati ang members. So dili nato mabantayan dinhi because dili naman nato kailangan ng sidula god, only the names of the members of the association or whatever organization ang ato ang ginadawat dinhi. Wala ta kabalo nga ang mga members di ay ni ana dili na mga taga-Mati, no? So nahitabo karon there is that one TODA, wala pa sila nagpa-accredit actually, atuan pa namo with our traffic officer. Nag-create sila sa Don Enrique, ang mga members mga taga-Limot, which is part of the municipality of Tarragona. So this is just an advance information to the chairman of the Committee on Cooperative to be vigilant, no, sa kana nga mga butang kay para dili makalusot ang katong mga organizations nga magpa-accredit diri sa local government unit, especially sa atuang sanggunian nga dili mga taga-Mati ang mga members, especially sa transport sector. Okay? So, actually, nabantayan na po nato, Mr. Chair, kay dili naman po sila pwedeng makaturno sa tuang terminal basta wala sila franchise. Dili po sila pwedeng makakuha og franchise kung wala sila certificate from the COMELEC nga taga-Mati sila. But then, again, gusto nato nga maging bantay pari punta sa atuang committee, no? Utol, Honorable Arman Valera, basin og malusutan ta, please take extra pagbantay, no, sa ato ang mga accreditation sa ato ang mga different non-government organizations. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much, Councilor Kobe Capinya. Yes, Councilor Valera.
Mr. Chair, thank you so much, Honorable Kobe Capinya, for the information. Siguro, Mr. Chair, ang ako na lang po siguro buhaton, kung asa ang mga association na bilong, example sa gingon ni Cons Kobe sa DMM, no? Don Enrique Lopez, siguro akong i-inform na lang po ang Barangay Council na before pa ang atong accreditation, kanaman po ay barangay accreditation nila. Siguro po nga ang tanan mga membro and officers sa ato tagamatic yun. Kaya apil sa atong requirements is the barangay accreditation.
Mas nindot siguro kung certification coming from the barangay that they are the resident of that barangay.
Napudi kaduha, Mr. Chair, nanamapod sila ay barangay accreditation. Sa ato pa, nakailagit sila sa mga tao dito. Kaya kung pagayuan pa nato sila sa certification, daghan magud ang member. Sa ato pa, maka-justify og una o makabantay ang barangay council before nila i-accredit, usa nila ipasa sa ato ang mga dokumento. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Councilor Capinya, of course, Councilor Valera. Okay, we are done to the privilege hour. What is the next item, Mr. Secretary?
No proposed ordinance for first reading. No proposed resolution for first reading. For communications and messages, communication number 171 CS 2024, letter from the Sangguniang Panglalawigan Secretary pertaining to 3 resolutions. Resolution number 17-939-05-2024, a resolution confirming the validity of City Ordinance number 596 CS 2024 of the Sangguniang Panlungsod of Mati, Davao Oriental, entitled an ordinance creating the City of Mati Information and Communications Technology Council, defining its powers and functions, and for other purposes, considering that the same is in accordance with the law. Resolution number 17-949-05-2024, a resolution confirming the validity of City Ordinance number 595, CS 2024, Sangguniang Panlungsod of Mati, Davao Oriental, entitled an ordinance confirming the appointment of Mr. Romel M. Avance as City Government Department Head 1, City Agriculturist, the city, considering that the same is in accordance with the law. Resolution number 17-950-05-2024, a resolution confirming the validity of City Ordinance number 598, CS 2028, of Sangguniang Panlungsod of Mati, Davao Oriental, entitled an ordinance creating various positions of the City Health Officer and 1 Engineer 3, sa grade 19 in the Office of City Engineer of the city, considering that the same is in accordance with the law. And last resolution, resolution number 17-9505-2024, a resolution confirming the validity of City Ordinance number 600, Series 2024, Sangguniang Panlungsod of Mati, Davao Oriental, entitled an ordinance confirming the appointment of Engineer Joel E. Kapalit as City Government Department Head 1 under the Ecosystems Research and Development Department of the city, considering that the same is in accordance with the law. For the information of the honorable body, communication number 172, CS 2024, letter from Mr. Cirilo E. Ibanez, President, Mati City Tricycle Operators and Drivers Association, requesting the honorable SP members for the accreditation of the association. Referred to the Honorable Valera, Chairman Committee on Agrarian Reform, Cooperative and Livelihood, to be discussed under unassigned business, suspended House rules. Communication number 173, CS 2024, an urgent letter from the Honorable Michelle Rabat, City Mayor, addressed to the honorable members ng Sangguniang Panlungsod, requesting for a passage of a resolution authorizing the opening of a new general fund with the Land Bank of the Philippines for the City Economic Enterprise Special Account. Referred to the Honorable Capinya, being the Chairman Committee on Finance, to be discussed under unassigned business without need of suspending the House rules. Communication number 174, CS 2024, letter from Honorable Michelle Rabat, addressed to the honorable members ng Sangguniang Panlungsod, endorsing the proposed logo of the City Economic Enterprise Office for adoption. Referred to the Honorable Capinya, Chairman Committee on Good Government, to to be discussed under unassigned business, suspended House rules. Communication number 175, CS 2024, an urgent letter from the Honorable Michelle N. Rabat, City Mayor, addressed to the honorable members ng Sangguniang Panglungsod, requesting for a passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to sign for or in behalf of the City Government of Mati the Memorandum of Agreement between the Angel House Orphanage Foundation Incorporated and the City Government of Mati for the temporary care, reunification with families, and or facilitation of adoption of children, referred to Chairman Committee on Social Welfare and Community Development, the Honorable Senator Princess Campos, to be discussed under unassigned business. Communication number 176, CS 2024, letter from Punong Barangay Roger P. Andan, o Barangay Boso, addressed to Honorable Lorenzo Leon G. Rabat, City Vice Mayor, to the honorable members ng Sangguniang Panglungsod, regarding Barangay Ordinances number 01, 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, 09, 10, 11, 12, and 13, all series of 2024. Referred to the Chairman Committee on Ordinances and Legal Matters, the Honorable Campos. Communication number 177, series 2024, an urgent letter from the Honorable Michelle Rabat, addressed to the honorable members ng Sangguniang Panglungsod, requesting for a passage of a resolution authorizing the City Mayor to sign for and behalf of the City Government of Mati the Memorandum of Agreement between the Agricultural Training Institute, the Regional Training Center 11, and the City Government of Mati for the implementation of the 30-sow level swine multiplier and Techno-Demo Farm Project, referred to Chairman Committee on Agriculture, the Honorable Samuel Rodriguez, as manifested by the Honorable Tara Rabat Gaita. This will be discussed under unassigned business. Communication number 178, CS 2024, first endorsement from our City Budget Officer, Himaya Dimpas, addressed to the Honorable Sangguniang Panglungsod members regarding pre-reviewed Sangguniang Kabataan Annual Budget for calendar year 2024 of Barangay Bacambol, the city, to be operative. Referred to the Honorable Capina, Chairman Committee on Finance, to be discussed under unassigned business, suspended House rules. Communication number 179, letter from the Honorable Michelle Rabat, City Mayor, signed by Mr. Alan E. Andrada, City Administrator, by the authority of the Mayor, dated May 17, 2024, addressed to the honorable members ng Sangguniang Panglungsod regarding Mati Centennial Transport Terminal Complex Board Resolution number 3, Series 2024, a resolution requesting the affirmation of the Sangguniang Panglungsod on the application of Namavuda Transport Cooperative for the franchise to operate a van terminal outside Mati Centennial Transport Terminal Complex pursuant to Municipal Ordinance number 134 series of 2025. Referred to the Honorable Capina, Chairman Committee on Transportation, to be discussed under unassigned business, suspended House rules. That's all for communications, Mr. Chair. No committee report. For calendar business, no unfinished business. Business for the day for second reading, none. Unassigned business, we have four urgent matters, Mr. Chair.
May I request the Honorable Capina for the conversion of this august body into a committee as a whole?
Mr. Chair, I move for the conversion of this plenary into committee as a whole. I do so move.
There is a motion for the conversion of this august body into a committee as a whole, duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. We are now under the committee as a whole. Councilor Campos is now recognized.
Mr. Chair, this is regarding the two urgent matters. This representation from the Committee on Social Welfare of Community Development would like to discuss the communication number 169 and communication 175. The floor is now open for any questions and discussions and inquiries regarding these matters, Mr. Chair.
Any query from the members? I think there's none. Please proceed.
Since there are no inquiries and objections, Mr. Chair, I move for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation for the two communications, Mr. Chair, communication number 175 and communication 169. I do so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation as manifested by Councilor Campos. Do I hear a second? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Councilor Capina is now recognized.
Thank you very much, Mr. Presiding Officer. To the members of this august body, the floor now is open for any queries, discussions for communication number 173, an urgent communication from our local chief executive requesting a resolution for a passage to authorize the opening of the new general fund with the Land Bank of the Philippines for the City Economic Enterprise Special Account.
Thank you, Councilor Capina. Is there any query with regards to communication number 173? I think there's none.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Just an insight, Mr. Chair. Since we just opened up this City Economic Enterprise Office as mandated in the City Ordinance number 578 series of 2023, otherwise known as the City Economic Enterprise Code of the City of Mati, one of the requirements is to have a new account for the said office, Mr. Chair. I now move for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation for, as requested by communication number 173-2024. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion as manifested by Councilor Capina. Do I hear a second to the motion? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Councilor Tara.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So the floor is now open for any discussion or queries regarding communication 177-2024. This pertains to the Memorandum of Agreement between the Agricultural Training Institute, the Regional Training Center, Region 11, and the City Government of Mati regarding the implementation of the 30 soul level swine multiplier and techno demo farm project.
Thank you so much, Councilor Tara. Is there any query? There is none. Please proceed.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So for the information of everybody, this program is included in the Integrated National Swine Program, Production Initiative for Recovery and Expansion, or INSPIRE program, under the National Livestock Program of the Department of Agriculture, and the total cost of the project is worth 10 million pesos.
Wow.
Yes, so if there are no more discussion or queries regarding this communication, I would like to move for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation for communication number 177. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion for the adoption of the said recommendation. Do I hear a second to the manifestation of Councilor Tara? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. May I request Councilor Capina for the conversion of this august body back to plenary?
Mr. Chair, I now move for the conversion of this committee as a whole back to plenary. I do so move.
There is a motion for the conversion of this august body back to plenary as manifested by Councilor Capina. Do I hear a second to the motion? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. We are now back to plenary. Councilor Campos is now recognized.
Mr. Chair, product of the committee as a whole recommendation that was aforementioned a while ago. For the first resolution, a resolution authorizing Mayor Michelle Marie Denise N. Rabat to sign for and behalf of the City Government of Mati the attached Memorandum of Agreement between the Angel House Orphanage Foundation Incorporated and the City Government of Mati, Mr. Chair. There is a significant need from our social welfare development to provide temporary care and facilities for our children. And in behalf of the Committee on Social Welfare, we sincerely thank and gratify Angel House Orphanage Foundation Incorporated as well for their commendable commitment to the welfare and well-being of children. Mr. Chair, kanisiya na resolution, memorandum of agreement na pwede na ta mag-turn over og mga bata dito sa ilaha na will be available for adoption. Kadtong mga naadari ang agipang surrender, we will talk with them, we surrender with them, we partner with them. Actually, ang ilang branch is nasa San Isidro. And dito dalaw ng bata and it will be available for adoption pohon ang mga bata na gikan diri sa ato kaysa na mabilin sila diha sa mga facilities. And also the second resolution, Mr. Chair, is regarding the adoption of the comprehensive local juvenile intervention program of the City Social Welfare Development Office, Mr. Chair. If there are no objections, I move for the lump sum passage of the two resolutions, Mr. Chair. I do so move.
There is a motion for a lump sum passage of the said two resolution as manifested by Councilor Sina. Is there any second to the motion? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilor Campos. Councilor Capiña.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Also a product of the committee as a whole, just converted a while ago, Mr. Chair, as requested by communication number 173-2024. Mr. Chair, I now move for the passage of a resolution authorizing the opening of the new general fund with Land Bank of the Philippines for the City Economic Enterprise Special Account. I believe every member has a copy of this proposed resolution. I now move for its approval, Mr. Chair. I do so move.
There is a motion for a passage of a resolution as manifested by Councilor Capiña, duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Councilor Tara.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So in behalf of the Committee on Agriculture, I now move for a passage of a resolution authorizing the Honorable Michelle N. Rabat, City Mayor, City of Mati, to enter into and sign the Memorandum of Agreement for and in behalf of the City Government of Mati and the Agricultural Training Institute Regional Training Center relative to the implementation of the 30 sow-level swine multiplier and technodermo farm project. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion for a passage of a resolution as manifested by Councilor Tara. Do I hear a second to the motion? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Councilor Capiña is requesting for the suspension of the House rules.
Mr. Chair, I now move for the suspension of the House rules. I do so move.
At the same time, the conversion also.
And I now move, Mr. Chair, for the conversion of this plenary into committee as a whole. I do so move.
There is a motion for the suspension of the House rules. At the same time, the conversion of this august body into a committee as a whole. Do I hear a second? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. We are now under committee as a whole, under suspended House rules. Councilor Capiña is now recognized. Communication number 178 and 179.
Mr. Chair, the floor now is open for any observation, discussions for communication number. Shall I have three communications, Mr. Chair? 174, communication number. For 174, the adoption of the proposed logo of the City Economic Enterprise Office. For communication number 178, the barangay annual budget of the Sangguniang Kabataan. And 179 is the adoption of the application of the Dama Boda. The floor now is open for any queries for those three communications.
Is there any query from the members? There being none, please, you may proceed, Councilor Capiña.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I now move for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation as requested by communication number 174, communication number 178, and communication number 179. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation for the said 3 communication as manifested by Councilor Capiña. Do I hear a second? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Councilor Valera.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before we that, Mr. Chair, belated happy birthday to Honorable Baudelio B. Muniz last May 20, 2024. And thank you for the snacks, Honorable Baudelio. Mr. Chair, the floor now is open for the discussion of communication number 172.
Any query from the members? There being none, you may proceed, Councilor Valera.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. May I now move for the adoption of communication number 172 as committee as a whole recommendation? I do so move.
There is a motion for the adoption of the committee as a whole recommendation as manifested by Councilor Valera. Do I hear a second to the motion? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Councilor Capiña.
Mr. Chair, I now move for the lifting of the suspension of the House rules.
Conversion.
I'm sorry, I now move for the conversion of this committee as a whole back to plenary, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion for the conversion of this August body back to plenary. Do I hear a second? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. We are now back to plenary. Councilor Capiña.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. For communication number 178, I now move for a resolution declaring the annual budget for year 2024 of the Sangguniang Kabataan of Barangay Macambol, this city to be operative. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion as manifested by Councilor Capiña. Do I hear a second to the motion? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Go ahead, Councilor Capiña.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And finally, after all, they completed their requirements, no, from January to this month. No, here now for the approval of the resolution affirming the MCTTC Board Resolution Number 3, Series of 2024, for application of Damaboda Transport Cooperative for the franchise to operate a van terminal outside of the City Centennial's Transport Terminal Complex in pursuant to Municipal Ordinance Number 134, Series of 2025. I now move for the approval of the said resolution, Mr. Chair.
There
I
is
do
a
so move.
motion for a passage of the said resolution as manifested by Councilor Capiña. Do I hear a second to the motion? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Thank you so much, Councilor Capiña.
Shall I proceed, Mr. Chair?
Yes, you may proceed.
Thank you. Just for an information, the new location of the Damaboda is at the back of BPI, Family Bank. No? So since they violated the guidelines of the LTFRB, which is dili pwede mag-operate along National Highway, mautong natanggal sila diha sa ilahang dating location, and according to our zoning office, na ning-qualify na sila, which is part sa Nazareno, likod sa BPI. Mauna karon ang ilahang bagong location for the Damaboda Van Terminal. Thank you. Mr. Chair, for communication number 174, my apology. I haven't get my resolution. So, Mr. Chair, shall I pass this subject to style, Mr. Chair? Resolution. I now move for a resolution favorably adopting the proposed logo of the Economic Enterprise Office. I now move for the passage of a resolution, Mr. Chair. I do so move.
There is a motion for a passage of a resolution as manifested by Councilor Capiña. duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. Thank you so much, Councilor Capina. Councilor Valera.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Before the passage of the resolution, I would like to acknowledge the presence of our friends and media, Mr. Wing Kawili and Mr. Chris Ligis, Mr. Chair. This is now the product of communication number 172, a resolution approving the application for accreditation of the Mati City Tricycle Operators and Drivers Association. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion for the passage of said resolution as manifested by Councilor Valera. Do I hear a second? Duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. We are done. I think, may I request Councilor Capina for the lifting of the suspended House rules?
Mr. Chair, I now move for the lifting of the suspension of the House rules. I do so move, Mr. Chair.
There is a motion as manifested by Councilor Capina, duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is hereby approved. What is the next item, Mr. Secretary?
Announcement, other matters.
Is there any announcement from the members? Yes, Councilor Capina.
Thank you again, Mr. Chair. This is with regards to the administrative case filed against Honorable Matute of Barangay Lawigan. The committee will now have to do the resolution unsa man, no? So kailangan na gid nato this week. Gusto lang ako makuha ang commitment because I still have to communicate our Vice Mayor kung kanusta po diyang availability since he is out of town today, no? And tomorrow, dili po pwede kay naay sectoral meeting and naapoy committee hearing with Councilor Sheena. So possibly by Thursday, kaya ba ka nato ang 100% attendance? Actually, wala na hearing mahitabo. Ang as agreed, no, mauna to siya, we will meet again and we will break up again. We will meet again and do the resolution. Nagbugod si Consular. Mag-resolution lang. So, kailangan lang ginato ato ang 100% nga present. So, if ever okay ta Thursday, we will serve the invitation tomorrow and we will request Vice Mayor to be present on Thursday. Basin available na si Cons JR?
What is the
Cons?
time?
Okay, naka-Thursday. Napa?
What time?
Leave na. Okay. Anyway, okay ra. Leave. Pero kailangan na nato this week mag Thursday, mga hapon yun siguro, Mr. Chair. Kay para atuan na pong isunod ang case filed against the punong barangay o Barangay Langka na may administrative case po nga na-file diri sa Sanggunian. So, one at a time, kailangan nato tapuson ang kay punong Barangay Matute so we can now proceed to the next move para sa another administrative case filed within this Sanggunian for another punong barangay. So, Thursday afternoon, iserve na lang nato ang invitation, no? So, mahuman na ta sa usa ka case, then we will proceed to another one.
Before serving the communication, you have to see to it first the presence of Vice Mayor.
Yes, Mr. Chair. Ang ako alang karon, ang tanan nga present karon, if ever okay sila, only Councilor JR because naka-file na siya og leave daan. But then, ma-consider na to, no? So, anyway, hoping for the 100% attendance. Dali raman, no? Ato lang i-quorum, then ikuan na dayon nato ang decision. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you so much, Councilor Capina. Any other announcement? I think there being none. What is the next?
Adjournment followed by closing prayer.
Councilor Danny Macaubos.
Before the adjournment, Mr. Chair, this representation would like to inform the members of this honorable body that Barangay Central is having nightly presentation in relation to our upcoming Araw ng Barangay Central. So everybody is invited. Last night na ay women's presentation. Tonight, we have all president presentation. Everybody is welcome. So I am inviting all members of this honorable body to be present on tonight's event. Thank you. Good
Thank you.
afternoon.
Gahapon si Councilor Fabio Toa, may sayaw ba siya? Pwede sampulan niya karon diri gyud sa niya pagsayaw. Thank you so much, Councilor Macaubos. Any other announcement? There being none, what is the next item?
Adjournment followed by closing prayer by the Honorable Sevillano.
Yes, Councilor Sevillino.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I now move for the adjournment of today's regular session. I do so move, Mr.
There
Chair.
is a motion as manifested by Councilor Sevillino for the adjournment of the session, duly seconded by all members present. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the session is now adjourned.
Heavenly Father, thank you for a successful discussion and for all the things that have been present at this moment. We are grateful of all the blessings of understanding and camaraderie of regard for one another and of the same goal, persistence and discernment into the shared issues we address. We ask, Father, that may we perceive the hope, hold on to the knowledge and compassion we have shared through. Please help us to get a good example for those who are beneath us in terms of justice, integrity, truthfulness, commitment, and responsibility. Please give us insight along with the guidance for all of our actions and choices so that they are in line with the things we desire for the people. And all these things I live in the name of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you so much sa tanan, maayong hapon.